Hey guys, welcome to another quick Woodshed here. Maybe motivate you to pick up your guitar and do something that you haven't been doing lately, or just give you something to do today. To some degree, this will tell you a little bit about how to practice, but really the idea is just, hey, let's practice together. It's like your training buddy dropped by to go for a run or something like that. The first one that I'd like to look at is the C to the A minor. A minor is one of the first chords I get to that uses the full garden variety version, a 5-stringer. And although we may have only been playing a 3-string C, now is the opportunity to get the full 5-string C. We have 2 anchor fingers, the pointer on the 2nd string, the middle finger on the 4th, and then the ring finger is going to move from the A on the 3rd string to the C on the 5th string. Those are iterations of the roots of each. What I want to do here then is maintain these 2 fingers, move the ring finger as quickly as possible. When you're practicing this, if you haven't done this before, actually watch that finger, see where it's going to go. Stop it from doing these looping motions and send it in a beeline right to its fret. When we learn our chords, we learn them from chord diagrams usually. We see the dots and we go, okay, well, I guess this finger here, this here, and this here. Now I need a C. You let them go and then you herd those cats back together again and bring them back. And you end up often anchoring one finger into the chord, and that becomes sort of a permanent sequence that you build the chord with. In this case, what we want to do is minimize all our motions. So practice your A minor, shoot the C finger out to the 5th string, and bring it back to the A minor. Rather than waiting for 10 bars or so to find this chord in a song, you practice dozens of iterations in this within seconds. At first, you may have to go really slowly. Send that ring finger toward the C. Notice it's not going to get far enough. It's not close enough to the fret. Slide your middle finger closer to the fret as you reach with the ring finger close to its fret. If you're going quickly and you land short of the frets, then during the bar, just shift them closer. As you go back to the A minor, that middle finger actually keeps you from getting the ring finger back in. So allow it to shift a millimeter or so to let that ring finger back in, then shift out. You can hear me scraping a little bit as I slide in my fret. So that's your practice then, striking 5 strings. Slowly at first if you need to, and then as quickly as you can. So that's C to A minor. One of our other most popular chords is G. Its relative minor is E minor. When we do our Green Day version, we leave this G and D on top. The only motion we have to do then is move the middle finger onto the 4th string. Notice again, to make room for it, the pointer has to get back a little bit. Even these fingers may drag back a little to get you there, but then shift them back up in the G. Exaggerating how much I have to drag these back just to make my hand comfortable. They're way back. They still sound good, but when I go to G, everybody moves up. Over time, you don't actually have to slide these. A little shift of your wrist will get you back without dragging them. Now maybe you don't want those notes in your E minor. No problem, remove them. Keep them close though. Don't take them all away and play your E minor like this, and then start placing them for G. Watch what'll accidentally happen with mine. These will barely lift. They are out of the chord, but look how they're waiting to get back in G. Down again. Maybe you don't want the Green Day notes at all. Maybe you want your folk country G where you're holding the G note here and the G and B on the bottom. It's the same motion. You're just pulling that ring finger off if you want. You can actually leave it on if you want. It's pretty in an E minor. The idea is to move that finger as quick and straight as possible. Perhaps you're using the G with the pinky on top here. This isn't one of the favorites at first, But it's really cool when you're doing lots of C's because we have these same two fingers in position. So now we have to get to E minor from there. Two ways. One is to do the exact same kind of motion, leave the middle finger and drag the ring finger in, then back to G. That's great if you're coming back. Perhaps though, you know you're going to go from a C from E minor and you want to have your pivot finger. So even though you've had this G for whatever reason, you want E minor with these fingers. So that's a wholesale change. I'm losing all my anchors. But the motion can still be very efficient. Look at my anticipation. I didn't even mean to do that. This finger just snuck up here because it knows it needs to replace the middle on the 5th string. When I go back to the G, the middle's going to come back to the 5th string, ring finger to the low string, and pinky to the top. If I was coming like this, that's a lot of work. But if I do several repetitions, I can see that there's very little motion needed. These two into E minor, G. Notice the ring finger will stay close. Right now, I've been leaving my pinky as an anchor. You don't have to do that. You can remove it as well. I'm lifting it a lot to show you, but it should just barely lift. So those are my G and C chords with their relative minors using anchors and efficiency of motion. I hope you have fun with that, guys. See you later. Bye for now.